Teachers often ask the NEBI team for advice on how to use the problem-solving whiteboards in class. In this video, a group of high school students is coached through the whiteboard method for the first time. The problem they are trying to solve is to develop a new system for scheduling classes in a high school.
The first step in solving any problem is, and this is probably the most critical part, is actually identifying what the problem is. A lot of times the problem itself kind of goes over people's heads and they go off on tangents and they're working on things that really aren't pertaining to that particular problem. Okay, so clearly identify the problem, step one. Okay? And you'd be surprised how many people get this one wrong. So once you clearly identified the problem, you know what the problem is, okay? What does a good solution look like? And some people struggle with the word criteria, so we've had to reword this. But basically, what are the criteria for a successful solution? At the end of the day, if you properly solve this problem, what does a good solution look like? And you have to think about that. It's like, okay, we're going to come up with a new scheduling system. It has to be easy to use. It has to be cheap. Cheap is good. It has to be effective. It has to be flexible. And anything else you can come up with, because you're defining this. So once you've identified, what a good solution looks like. So there's the problem. Here's what we know the answer has to address. Criteria has to address. What do we know about the problem? What's given to us? Well, it's like how many hours are there in a day? You're in school. We have this much time. You have to have this much time to go class to class. You have this much time for breaks. We have so many credits that we have to do in so many courses. So what do we know about the problem, that either is given or is either given or assumed? Sometimes the information is not given, so you can make assumptions, and that's valid as long as you test that assumption. And here's the thing that drives the problem solving. Okay, what do we need to learn? Okay, this is the thing that, when I said it's good problem solvers ask the right questions. Okay, what do you need to learn? Okay, what stuff is missing that is going to be the driver for the rest of the problem solving activity? So you need to figure out, what do I need to figure out? So you define the problem. You know what the problem is. You know what a solution is supposed to look like. You know what's given to you, with the problem. You figured out what it is you need to learn. You may not know what the stuff is, but at least you have a roadmap now of what you have to learn. And any assumptions that are going to skew your result in one way or another.
It's a quick class of similar types in the same
I
period.
meant remove all.
So like
fit classes into
math.
6 hour days.
I think okay.
While the students are defining and framing the problem, the instructor observes and asks and answers questions. When the students have properly framed the problem, they move on to the independent research whiteboard. Here they set goals for learning and divide up the tasks among the team members.
We're going to go to the next whiteboard, which is the one they're doing, which is called independent research. We're going to break the tasks out. What are the things that we need to learn? Okay, take what we said that we need to figure out, and then divide up the learning. There's 4 of you. Okay, it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to do.
So we got 3 things we need to learn, because course descriptions kind of go with prerequisites.
The instructor continues to ask and answer questions.
Research teacher credentials.
We'll make you do some stuff.
Research
Yeah,
graduation requirements.
How about we do like one
Research
thing
prerequisites
and then we'll give you answers.
When the students have completed their independent research, they meet again to brainstorm possible solutions to the problem. Pros and cons are discussed and recorded, and the solutions are ranked by the team.
Show of hands. Come on, we got
Okay,
3.
that's 3 for idea 1.
That was a good one.
Who likes idea 2?
The final whiteboard is solution testing. The top-ranked solution is tested against the criteria for a successful solution from the problem analysis whiteboard.
Have the students select what they would like to have, and then based off of that information decide what classes need to be dropped or really encouraged based on the student interest in them.
What we could do is we could run the normal scheduling system, that we normally have, alongside this, and that can make guidance people see how they both work.
No, one semester the old schedule, one semester the new schedule. See how it works.
Was simulating?
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Yeah, that's what.
Simulation.
Yeah. Simulate schedules using new and old systems to see which one's better. Simulation, that's shorthand, yeah.
All right, guys.
The completed whiteboards serve as a record of the problem-solving process for both students and the instructor. For further information, please contact the PBL team through the website www.pblprojects.org.